Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Oakland Raiders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go! Ready! 70 ended! Check Mike 54! Mike 54! On the ball! Slam!
On first down, Lehman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
All day, every day, any day. Kill. Shift. Let's go. Travel. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Lehman, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Now Peterson, off play action. And this is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw again, Peterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 3rd and long. Peterson. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll field this at the 5. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyro. It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Oakland Raiders.
Let's go, baby. Right there. 54 Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll run on first down. Owens, only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try the left side. It's Owens. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On first down, Lehman, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Okay, ready. Watch 57. It's a party now.
2nd and 11. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Chris Godwin, 60 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Peterson now off the play fake. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Right here, right here.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Touchdown, defense. Check 31, check 31. 61.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. It's Lucas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Ready, 60 out low. Let's go, Captain, let's go. We got this, we got this. No.
2nd and 5. With a catch made, it's Patton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on. And Reed. Hey, kids, it's a 6. Run it. Now. 4.
They'll run on first down. Layman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And to give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere.
Peterson, off play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, well, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Peterson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw is Peterson. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st down, Lehman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2nd down and inches. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check 50. Check.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
You don't want to see me. You don't want me. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check it out.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half.
Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Peterson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
San Francisco.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 55. Hey, I'm coming. Big trip.
Now Peterson operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he will find his man on the outside.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
He can't hang. He's not going to get
Back to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
March 54.
Looking to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Chris Godwin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Ready.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. To throw is Peterson on 3rd down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd.
Ready, break. 55. Check. 55. Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that. Shoot.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
2nd and 15. This short throw caught by Goddard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready. 60 outlaw. 54 Mike. Yeah. You don't want none.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Check 24. Save.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You must be dreaming. Check. Check 26, check 26.
Now a give, right side. Lehman, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. Incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Patton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight end right. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. He's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run on 1st down. Lehman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring. Seven, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They come out here in the I. The Raiders on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Owens. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it.
Double dog, that's the way.
They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
At the 7-yard line.
They go back to Walton. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Walton. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
At the 50-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
48-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Owens. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Bowen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Go. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Owens. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Rip left, rip left.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now Walton, and he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
17-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
So for the Raiders, you can't